Okay, what's up guys, Game Fiend World Game Center. I'm back for another drama scripted Saturday. I kinda didn't watch Raw this week because holiday live shows are usually throwaway shows, and the highlight of the show was the beginning of the show with the food fight and Kevin Owens sitting under the table eating Lay's potato chips, dodging all the fighting, and then for some reason the cameraman pies him in the face, which I don't get. But I wanted to give you my predictions on the draft since we are 2 weeks away. Officially 2 weeks away from this draft that takes away on July 19th. My original draft predictions are changed now since Dean Ambrose is champion, and the rumor seems that there's gonna be 2 belts, apparently, two championship belts. They're still gonna have the US, still gonna have the Intercontinental. They may get split, 1 women's title and 1 tag title, which makes sense to me. But so I was gonna say, Dean gets drafted to SmackDown because I would want Dean to take off on SmackDown like Edge took off on SmackDown, but he has the WWE World Heavyweight title, so he's probably going to stay on Raw. Let's see, I have Seth staying on Raw. Dean, obviously, because he's champ on Raw. I have the Wyatts going to SmackDown, because for a lot of SmackDown to give views, Taker was on SmackDown, and I can see Bray Wyatt raising havoc on SmackDown if they let him win matches. But yeah, put the Wyatts on SmackDown. Don't break up the New Day. So I don't know how after this New Day feud and Wyatt feud ends. I don't know, because Battleground actually takes place a week after the draft, so I don't know how that's going to work out. But I would say keep New Day on Raw. Put Ben Corbin, put him on SmackDown because he's still relatively new. Put Dolph Ziggler on SmackDown to give people a star to watch. I would say put John Cena on SmackDown because John Cena draws views. But they're probably going to put him on Raw. But I would say AJ and John Cena need to be on 2 different shows because they're both big names, household name. Well, for the IWC, AJ Styles is a household name, but for people that don't, they only watch WWE, you wouldn't know of AJ Styles. That's pretty hard because if you watch WWE, you probably saw some TNA episodes. So let's just say AJ Styles is a household name because he was the guy for TNA for the past 10 years. So let's say John Cena is on SmackDown, AJ is on Raw. The Club is on Raw, obviously. Since there's only 1 tag team, they'll probably if they don't split Enzo and Cass up, I would say they're probably going to end up on SmackDown. I would want them to stay on Raw, but they're probably going to be on SmackDown. Randy Orton, put him on SmackDown. Big name coming back, need views for SmackDown. Makes sense to put him on SmackDown. And it's been released that Brock Lesnar's opponent at Summerslam will be Randy Orton. So, looking forward to that match. Roman Reigns, obviously Raw, since he's still getting a freaking Road to Redemption series, the Raw before Battleground. Like, what? Suspended 30 days due to the drug policy, and he's getting a Road to Redemption. Vince really wants to push that man to the moon. And it still hasn't been released what type of drugs or drug they did. We don't know if it's steroids, we don't know if it's marijuana. At this point, I'm assuming it's nothing serious. Like, I'm just going to assume that it was just marijuana. Because if it was something more, like, serious, I highly doubt he would be getting a Road to Redemption series. So I'm assuming that it was just marijuana. Alberto Del Rio SmackDown. It's gonna be odd how they're gonna split the divas up. I would say Sasha on Raw, Becky on SmackDown, Natty on SmackDown, Paige on Raw. Who else is wrestling from the Divas? That's basically the whole Divas division. The Twins are well. One went to go would be with Dan Bryan, and the other one's still recovering from a neck injury. So I can't say I don't know where they're gonna put Nikki at. Probably Raw. Alicia Fox, to my knowledge, hasn't been on TV, but that's probably She's probably going to SmackDown if she gets drafted. But yeah, that's pretty much the divas. Kalisto SmackDown. If they split Kalisto and Sin Cara up, let's just say they don't, but they have been giving Kalisto a lot more singles matches lately because he's just phenomenal in the ring. So let's just say Kalisto SmackDown. Rusev Raw, The Miz SmackDown. Split those singles titles up. So Kalisto's better fit on SmackDown. Titus O'Neil, if he gets drafted on the air, probably Raw. Zack Ryder does probably SmackDown if he gets drafted on Raw. Yeah, that's pretty much my draft predictions. I don't see how any way else they're gonna put it. We still don't know who's gonna be the general manager of SmackDown. We still don't know who's gonna be the general manager of Raw. Every other week it's either Shane running Raw or it's Stephanie, and they both keep saying they're running both shows, and they're alternating. It's been a good month since they were both on the show at the same time running Raw together, but they're both alternating Raws, and they're both saying they're both running both shows. They have 2 weeks to figure that shit out because now it's starting to get annoying. 2 weeks away from the draft, we don't know who's in charge of what. Oh, and now Corporate Kane and Kane is back. So I would say, yeah, keep Corporate Kane on Raw. But yeah, that's gonna wrap this up for this week's Drama Script Saturday. Remember, there'll be a Drama Script Saturday every Saturday. And if you like what you have witnessed, please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Give me questions and your feelings on the current wrestling, whether it be WWE, TNA. I'll answer them for you on the show. And until next week, guys, later and peace.